Coming up on this week's ATV News.
This isn't a political rally. These people just say they want to breathe.
Would you like a pre-screened, cost-efficient way to get home this weekend? USU says they have a way for you.
We'll show you who took a flying leap into a very frozen Hyrum Reservoir and why they actually paid money to do it.
I can't see my shadow, but the groundhog saw his, which means we're in for 6 more weeks of winter. But what will that winter look like here?
Men's tennis, gymnastics, and men's and women's basketball were all in action this weekend. I'll let you know if they lift the A blue coming up in ATV Sports.
All that scooting your way, this is ATV News. Welcome to ATV News. I'm Alicia Facer.
And I'm Bradley Wells.
Almost 100 Cache Valley residents are out of a job after being let go without warning last week. You won't see much going on at Call Assistant Call Center in Logan these days. The whole place is shutting down, with some employees staying a few weeks to close up shop. When employees went into work on January 22nd, managers gave them a termination letter. The letter explained that they had to close because of recent unforeseeable customer and economic losses incurred by the company. Due to the same events and the company's efforts to raise additional investment capital, the company is unable to provide you with more advance notice of the call center closing. We are, however, providing you as much advance notice as possible.
In my opinion, I think they kind of screwed us over because they knew about it months and months ahead of time, but they didn't let anyone here at the site know until the week of. I'm very worried. I have a lot of friends that work here who depended on this job to bring in their finances to pay their bills, their house payments, and they have nowhere else to go.
If you were hoping to see Mitt Romney as more than just a visitor in the White House, this next story may disappoint you a little bit. After dropping several hints he would run in the 2016 presidential election, Romney announced Friday he would not. He said he wants to see other Republicans make their voices heard. However, College Democrats leader Clay Marsh thinks there's a little bit more to it.
I think mostly it was about money and support. I think that he saw that a lot of his supporters or a lot of his campaign managers were heading off to different campaigns. They were looking for someone new.
Republican Taylor Sherwood, who used to work for Romney, said he's happy Romney didn't run.
I think it's time for a fresh and new look at the White House and what the Republicans have that can go up against a potential Hillary Clinton run or a potential run from the Democratic side. It's time to bring in somebody new.
Until then, we are going to have to wait to see who the candidates for either party will be until after the primary elections that will finish up around June of next year.
If you think Utah's air is bad, you're not alone. Demonstrations to promote clean air were held Saturday in 4 cities throughout the state, including Logan. About 50 people rallied in front of the Logan Library Saturday to show support for clean air legislation and activities. Some of these people were children who want Utah's air to be cleaner.
I want my friends that have asthma to be able to play outside. I have asthma and it hurts my lungs if there's bad air.
It affects Democrats.
Towards the end, Logan Representative Edward Redd answered questions about Utah legislation.
I think the important message is that it's, we're making progress. Air quality is improving, but it's a very slow process and it takes a lot of small efforts on various fronts. There's not one silver bullet that's going to fix the whole problem.
I want my friends to have asthma.
To see more from the rallies throughout the state, follow the link on our Facebook page at facebook.com/AggieTVNews.
Are you looking to carpool but not with random people? There's a new program open only to USU students and faculty hoping to solve that. USU has signed a partnership with Zimride that will let you ride share within the community using social networks. You can see the riders' Zimride profiles to find out their interests, music favorites, and whatever else they put on it. You'll need an A number to use this service. Zimride USU has a few bugs to work out, but hopefully awareness will help with one of them.
I told Zimride in my account that I was going to be heading to Salt Lake this last weekend. I would be able to make maybe 20, 30 bucks if someone was willing to share the ride with me and we can split gas, or maybe even 10 bucks was better than nothing, but nobody ended up signing up for a ride because nobody really knows about Zimride yet. So once people start using it, it'll get a lot more popular.
For more information about Zimride, click over to our Facebook page at facebook.com/AggieTVNews.
Would you pay someone to let you jump into freezing water? Would you do it 10 years in a row? Our Caroline Peterson shows what made people pay a price to get iced.
I'm at Hyrum State Park where the polar plunge is going to happen this year, and this is the exact spot where people will be jumping in. Marines were the first to storm this icy beach, earning their polar plunge stripes. Next up were the popsicles, and this little guy had a slippery start, but he was freezing for a reason.
This is the Polar Plunge. The Cache County Sheriff's Office sponsors this annual event every year to help raise money for the Special Olympics.
I am way excited because I get to do it with all of my friends and family around, but I am extremely nervous. Lots of anxiety building up for the day.
This year it was 6 degrees warmer, but the length of the swim was farther. However, this didn't keep anyone from jumping in.
Oh, very cold. It's freezing. I can't even talk. It's fun though, well, we're
The polar plunge was the tip off the iceberg for an overall plunging day. I'm Caroline Peterson, ATV News.
If you'd like to sign up for next year's Polar Plunge, we'll have a link available on our Facebook page at facebook.com/AggieTVNews.
We'll be right back with a look at how the film industry is changing with the times.
Welcome back. If you like movies, you're probably visited the local Redbox or streamed a story or two on Netflix. Our Christopher Campbell shows us how services like these have changed film for better or for worse.
iTunes, Redbox, and Netflix have changed the way people watch movies. Stores which sold and rented out DVDs have mostly died out, with the exception of Hastings, which also makes money through books, entertainment, gifts, and a coffee shop. People are also going to movie theaters less. In fact, 2014 marks the lowest attendance in 20 years.
It costs a lot more than it used to go see a movie in the theater, and Netflix is a lot more convenient, just sitting on the couch and chilling.
For people who prefer streaming, Hollywood continues adapting. Adam Sandler recently signed a 4-movie deal with Netflix, and there's speculation that this can affect theaters negatively.
Movie night has never been this cheap or convenient. A bag of popcorn like this costs less than 50 cents to buy. And a subscription to Netflix only costs about $8 per month. Though this isn't the best thing for theaters, it's great for other people in the movie business.
For independent filmmakers like Weston Woodbury, streaming films on Netflix or iTunes makes things easier.
You don't necessarily have to get the festival recognition anymore, and then hopefully somebody attending the festival from Columbia Pictures or whatever also likes your film and they make an offer on it to distribute it.
Christopher Campbell, ATV News.
Woodbury says that pirated films aren't as bad for independent filmmakers because it gets their name out there.
When we come back, we'll have Anna Thorley's ATV weather forecast.
The current temperature in Logan is 51 degrees.
Body language. Without saying a word, it can tell you so much. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
Quiet, please. Wait a sec. I'll take one. Oh yeah. All right. All good. Take care. Way to go. Nice. Bring it on. Gotcha. I'm here for you. Oh no. Please, please, please. I'm waiting. Interesting. Not buying it. Not fair. That's it. This conversation is over. Oh, brother.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things.
I'm having a stroke. I'm having a stroke.
Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
Supposed to be me on the green. Well, that was our very own Puxatawny Phil. He did see his shadow this last Groundhog Day, which means that we are up for 6 more weeks of winter. But what does that really mean for us? So as you can see on the national radar, we've got some action happening up here. And but as far as we are in Utah, we don't have very much going on. But that will change the temperatures for us. This up here is some low pressure, and right here we are in the high pressure. But now as we jump on over to Utah, you'll see that not that much is happening, but it has been a fairly inactive, January. So let's take a look at January and how it's been for us. So snowfall, we've had a total of 0.3 inches this month. What's normal is 12.5, and that is a difference, or we had 10.1 inches last year. And that is proof that we have had a very dry January. In fact, we've had a very hot January as well. If we take a look we've had some records that have happened in the last couple of days. In Tooele, we had a record of 41 degrees. In Alpine, we had a record of 37 degrees. Provo was 40 and Manti was 34, and all of those records are coming from, late 90s or even 1905 for Manti. So it's been a very hot couple of days. This was just yesterday. So if we take a look at the 7-day forecast, we can take a look at how it's going to be for the next couple of days. So today it's been kind of cloudy, but it's still been pretty warm, 51 degrees. And on Thursday, it's been 51 degrees too, but we have had a little bit of sun peeking out. And then the next couple of days, we do have 50% chance of showers and rain, but that still hasn't really affected the temperature. We still have 57 degrees for a high of 53 degrees. And then as we go to the weekend, we have Sunday is 50 degrees and 48 degrees, leading into hopefully a storm on Tuesday of 46 degrees. But so what that happens is that high pressure heats everything up until the storm comes. So we'll have a little bit of hotness and then hopefully a little bit of winter. I don't know, we'll see. But that's the weather forecast for the next 7 days. Well, what do you guys think of this? It's been pretty dry. But I don't know, has it been good? Has it been bad?
I've been loving it.
You've been loving
Yeah.
it?
I'm not so happy. I miss the snow.
Yeah,
but,
see, Logan's kind of known for having lots of snow, and we have had pretty much none of that.
Yeah. We haven't had any snow really. It's weird.
I know, pretty weird.
But I mean, that's probably good for sports. So let's toss it on over to Connor Camus for This Week in Sports.
When we come back, women's gymnastics held a tri-meet this weekend with 12th ranked Boise State and UC Davis. I'll let you know how they fared after the break. Okay.
Listen now, can you hear the words? Oh, look up now, can you feel the sun? Whoa, 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 can you feel the sun?
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
Welcome to this week's edition of ATV Sports. We had a slow weekend after the hustle and bustle of 9 events, so we're taking it slow today. Let's start things off with men's tennis. The men's tennis team was at home on Friday as they put their undefeated record on the line against the Montana Grizzlies. Here, USU's Marcus Fritz gets a big point against Montana's Simeon Brandberg. Fritz would go on to win the match 6-4 to 6-2. Carlin Salwan had a pretty good day as well, scoring this backhand winner down the line against Montana's Tom Whitvey. Salwan would take the match 6-1, 6-2. Utah State was perfect on the day, sweeping the singles and doubles matches, winning by a score of 7-0. The win kept the team perfect as well as they moved to 7-0 on the season.
Very proud of the guys today. Totally professional performance. They came out, took care of business. There was no messing around. They were totally focused the whole time, which is the sign of a team with a very bright future.
But I think we're on a roll here. This is probably the biggest streak we've had in a long time. And I think if we can just really be intense and play the way we can, we'll definitely put ourselves to a chance to win.
Their next home match will be on February 13th as they take on Northern Colorado. The gymnastics team was in action Friday night, hosting a tri-meet in the Spectrum along with UC Davis and 12th ranked Boise State. The action got started for Utah State on the vault. Senior Sarah Landis, who sticks the landing, scored a career-best 9.875 on the vault, which led the all-around competition. Up next for the Aggies were the uneven bars. Here, freshman Carrie Peel had the best night for the team on the bars with another perfect landing, scoring a 9.75. Then it was off to the balance beam, where the Aggies had the highest individual score of the evening. Junior Marcel Yasukochi earns a 9.9 on the beam, a career high for her. The final event was the floor routine. Sophomore Bailey McIntyre, with this routine here, was the leader in this event for the team, scoring a 9.8 overall. Overall, the Aggies finished second in the tri-meet with a 194.275. Boise State took first with a 195.975, and UC Davis took third with a 193.550.
Overall, it wasn't our best performance. We had our ups and downs. We had a couple mistakes and stuff, but that just means that we'll go back into the gym and work hard to fix them and be ready for the next meet.
We definitely had some mistakes, but we still have a ton of potential and a lot of room to just keep getting better. So I'm definitely not disappointed in my athletes. I know they're going to be disappointed in some of their performances, but it's nothing that they can't fix and come out next week and do better.
The team will be back in action at home Friday night when they host Seattle Pacific. Women's basketball took the court Sunday afternoon in a conference showdown against the San Diego State Aztecs. The Aggies got things started on this basket here by Ingrida Strikas, scoring 2 over 6 points on the night with that basket there. The Aggies held the lead for most of the first half with the help of this Freni Vaulu putback shot. However, the Aztecs managed to pull away late in the first half thanks to this three-point play by San Diego State's Christina Hunter at the end of the half. Utah State started the second half slow and was down by as many as 13 in the second half before clawing their way back with the help of this basket by T.R. Clark. They would get to within 3 before the Aztecs would go on another run midway through the second half and put the game away on this jumper by San Diego State's Mackenzie Fort. The Aggies lose this one 70-59 and fall to 6-15 overall and 3-6 in conference play.
Overall, they came out and they wanted it a little more than we do, and it was kind of a rough game for us. We need to execute better, and we know we got to do better. That's the plus side, is like everything is something that we can improve on and we can do ourselves. So.
Well, I think we were frustrated as a staff and also as a team that we felt like we only played 3 or 4 minutes with a sense of urgency, with a sense of aggressiveness, with a sense of what we do in practice every day, and that was that 4 minutes.
The team returns to the Spectrum on Saturday to take on the New Mexico Lobos. The men's basketball team lost to Boise State last night 68-63. This was the first time in 19 games that Boise State has won in the Spectrum. And in national news, the New England Patriots played the Seattle Seahawks in Super Bowl 49 on Sunday. The Patriots won 28-24, winning their 4th title and leaving the Seahawks and their fans feeling a little deflated.
When we come back, 2 police officers had more than speeding tickets to deliver.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
Lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Quiet, please. Wait a sec. I'll take 1. Oh yeah, all right, all good. Take care. Way to go. Nice. Bring it on. Gotcha. I'm here for you. Oh no. Please, please, please. I'm waiting.
Everybody has a dream. Mine was to see the ocean. And with a little help,
the human for a while, and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she does strange tricks for no treats. But the one thing I will never, for the life of me, know is how she gets so tiny and insane.
Welcome back. When you drive on I-15, you probably don't expect to see a woman giving birth. But if you're driving past milepost 356 last Saturday, that's exactly what you got. On Saturday, January 31st, UHP Trooper Josh Carr and Chief Gene Loveland of Willard PD rushed to the side of the interstate to assist a woman in need. The woman was Debbie Osler, and she was 39 weeks pregnant. Osler was heading northbound towards Brigham City when she called Box Elder Communications 911 center while in labor. When dispatcher Brittany Chugg realized Osler wouldn't make it to the hospital, she had her pull over. Minutes later, with cars flying past and with the help of Trooper Carr, Osler gave birth to a healthy 9.9-pound baby boy. Both the baby and the mother were transported to the Brigham City Community Hospital, where they're both doing great.
You may have been to plenty of talent shows, but have you seen a unique one for people with disabilities? Our Tory Green shows you Cache Valley Area Special Needs Mutual's annual event.
It's not the real Michael Jackson, but it could be someone even more special.
It's one of the highlights of our year. We have over 50 special needs adults. We cover all of Cache Valley. They're age 18 and above, and they look forward to this talent show all year long. And they perform, and it's one of the best bad talent shows you'll ever see.
Fun, happy environment.
And that spirit is contagious for the workers, especially for someone that has emceed for 20 years.
They get more joy and excitement out of this than anything else that I've seen them do, and so it's just been a great experience, very rewarding for me. Really enjoy it and can't wait for it each year. Look forward to it.
This game is a pioneer game. It's called Gracie's. It's a game, the little game they used to play back in the day. Let's see if I can get it down. Oh, hey! Let's see if I can do it now. I'm almost there. All it takes is practice, as you can see.
And it looks like these guys have done their practice. For some watching the talent show, it's fun. But for others that work with the people with disabilities, it's more.
My experience here has been amazing. It's changed my life. It's very humbling, and it reassures me how fortunate I am, and I love working with the guys. And it's not really a job, it's more of it's more something I love to do more than rather than just to get a paycheck.
Tory Green, ATV News.
There are no official winners or losers, just a talent showcase for the community to enjoy.
Thanks for joining us this week. Join us next Wednesday for another edition of ATV News.
We leave you now with another look at this year's Polar Plunge.
Oh, that's so much better right there. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear you.
Oh, I'm Anchor 2.
I'm Anchor 1 because it's the Alicia show.
But it's still my show.
It's not your show.
Alicia.
If you were hoping to see Mitt Romney as more than just a visitor in the White House this next, if you were hoping to see Mitt Romney as more than just a visitor in the White House this next election, if you were hoping to see...
Oh, that's so much better right there. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear you.
Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. So the mission is for us to get a book to each every child. So let's join hands, book people unite. Show 'em how it's time. To change a life.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.